They say some stories aren't just forgotten, they're erased. Swallowed by time, drowned by the sea, and left only as whispers in the dreams of ancient cultures. One such whisper tells of a world called Lemuria, a vast land that once bridged continents and connected peoples before vanishing beneath the waves. Long before the story of Atlantis was ever told, ancient traditions across Asia and Africa already spoke of a missing homeland, a sunken realm where gods and men once walked side by side. The legend of Lemuria first emerged not from temples or ruins, but from the mind of a 19th-century zoologist, Philip Sclater. While studying the fossils of lemurs, those curious creatures of Madagascar and India, he noticed something strange. The fossils appeared on both sides of the Indian Ocean, but nowhere in between. The only explanation, he proposed, was that a great continent once connected these distant lands, a lost bridge now swallowed by the sea. He called it Lemuria, after the lemurs themselves. At first, it was science, an early attempt to explain evolution and geography before plate tectonics was known. But as the theory spread, it took on a life of its own. Poets, mystics, and spiritualists began to imagine Lemuria as something far greater, a forgotten cradle of humanity, a paradise before recorded time. According to their stories, Lemuria was not just a land of animals, but of ancient beings of light, people who possessed knowledge so profound it bordered on divine. Some said the Lemurians were tall and graceful, with skin that shimmered like sunlight on water, their cities built from crystal and gold. They were said to live in harmony with the earth, masters of energy, healing, and the stars. But as the ages passed, their wisdom turned to pride, and their balance to greed. The earth trembled, the oceans roared, and Lemuria, like Atlantis after it, fell into the depths of the sea. Yet, what makes Lemuria's legend different is how widespread its echoes are. In southern India, ancient Tamil texts speak of a vast land called Kumari Kandam, a mighty continent that once connected India, Africa, and Australia. According to Tamil tradition, it was home to an advanced civilization, poets, kings, and scholars, who recorded their wisdom before a great flood erased their world. Could Kumari Kandam and Lemuria be one and the same? Across the Pacific, the story continues under another name, Mu, the lost Pacific continent described by writer James Churchward. He claimed that ancient tablets revealed Mu as the birthplace of humanity, a land that vanished in fire and water long before known history. Though modern science dismisses his claims, the mythology of Mu and Lemuria continues to fascinate millions, not as fact, but as a symbol of something we can't quite let go of, the possibility that our origins stretch back farther, deeper, and stranger than we've ever imagined. As modern geology rose, the scientific theory of Lemuria was discarded. Plate tectonics explained what Sclater could not, that continents drift, collide, and reshape the planet over millions of years. There was no missing bridge, only shifting plates and oceans that move like slow, silent rivers of time. But even as science moved on, the idea of Lemuria refused to die. Why? Because it resonates deeply. Every culture has its memory of a flood, a lost homeland, a golden age erased by disaster. From the deluge in Mesopotamia to the stories of Noah, from Hindu Puranas describing ancient floods to the Aboriginal Dreamtime stories of sunken lands, humanity seems haunted by the memory of worlds that came before. Could Lemuria, then, be more than myth, perhaps a cultural echo, a shared remembrance of real ancient catastrophes that shaped the dawn of civilization? Some researchers believe that rising sea levels at the end of the Ice Age, around 10,000 BCE, did indeed swallow vast coastal regions, places that once held settlements and cultures we no longer remember. Beneath the Indian Ocean, sonar scans have revealed strange ridges and plateaus, like the Mascarene Plateau, stretching from the Seychelles to Madagascar, remnants of long-submerged lands. While not proof of a mythical continent, they remind us that Earth's surface has changed dramatically, hiding entire landscapes beneath the sea, and so, Lemuria endures, not as geography, but as symbol. A story about how easily entire worlds can vanish, and how memory can survive even when the land does not. Whether you see it as myth, metaphor, or mystery, Lemuria calls us to look deeper, beneath the waves, beneath the surface of history, and perhaps beneath ourselves. Because maybe the real lost continent isn't in the ocean at all, maybe it's the forgotten wisdom buried within the human spirit, waiting to be rediscovered. If ancient legends and forgotten worlds spark your imagination, subscribe to Beyond Infinity, where every story uncovers the mystery behind the myths and the truth hidden beneath time itself.